It's a funny thing, isn't it? Today, everyone's a specialist, and almost everyone thinks they need to be the perfect specialist before they can even try something new or before anyone will listen to them. I can't do that. I need years of study to switch specialities. I need to become an expert first. It didn't used to be like that, and in fact, it's really not like that now. It's somehow in professional services, people believe this, but not in other areas. Because we live in a world where there's no job for life now. There hasn't been for decades. Technology, and especially now AI, mean you can master new fields faster than ever before. Yet somehow, we've convinced ourselves that expertise requires, decades, certainly years and years of preparation. Personally, I blame Malcolm Gladwell and his bloody 10,000 hours. I'm sure you remember that. But here's what I discovered. The world doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It just doesn't. So picture me as a young lawyer. I know it might be difficult. Walking into a meeting with the in-house intellectual property counsel of the world's largest textile company. They needed an IP expert they could trust with their most important work. I look them straight in the eye, shake hands, and walk out with the deal. The reality, I had exactly one intellectual property client, and I handled exactly 3 matters before that moment. But I impressed them with my enthusiasm. And here's what changed everything. I became their go-to IP lawyer for years, handling many large transactions, not because I was pretending, but because I committed to becoming the best I possibly could at what they needed. Fast forward to 2012, I'm looking at my practice thinking, I need some focus here. I had successfully handled some restaurant acquisition deals, so I made a decision. I declared myself a hospitality law expert. I invested in joining a hospitality panel. I never got a single referral from them, but I leveraged that credential like my life depended on it. Within 18 months, I had a thriving hospitality law practice. Real expertise, real results. But this is my absolute favorite story. A client calls me, can you handle a transaction involving a Sharia law mortgage? Without hesitation, absolutely. Reality check, I knew nothing about Islamic finance law. The opposition on this deal, a massive law firm with an entire Sharia law department sitting literally across the street from us. So what did I do? Okay, I panicked a little bit at first. My junior dove into academic sources. I dove into Wikipedia and YouTube, frantically learning to pronounce Arabic legal terms like my career depended on it. And here's the beautiful part. On that first crucial call, which I'll never forget, my junior, who'll also never forget it, was behind my laptop holding up handwritten cards with phonetic pronunciations while I'm discussing complex Islamic finance principles with their senior partner. I don't know how. The conversation ends. Their partner says it's genuinely refreshing to work with someone who really understands Sharia law. Now, we worked really hard before that call and after it. And yes, I spoke to a number of people who were well versed in Sharia law. And they impressed on me the philosophy and respect behind it. But we took a risk and it worked. The transaction was completed, the client happy. 3 months later, a major city law firm referred to me a new client, specifically because they heard I was a Sharia law specialist. So what does this mean? This isn't about faking it, not at all. It's about backing yourself to learn what you need to learn, then having the discipline to deliver excellence. Most areas of law, most areas of anything, they share much of the same fundamental DNA. The differences aren't as vast as they appear. And when you need deep expertise, find an expert and work alongside them and learn. When you say yes first, you commit to becoming genuinely better, fast. The world's moving too quickly to wait for perfect preparation. So here's the challenge, really. What opportunity are you turning down right now because you think you're not ready yet? Most of us, including me, suffer from imposter syndrome. But it's best to face it head on. Don't let it become your master. Because what are you walking away from that could become your next breakthrough, your reimagination, your reinvention? Stop waiting, start learning. Say yes first. The expertise will follow, but only if you have the courage to begin.